Om Shanti. Good evening and wish you Happy New Year. Happy 2026. May this new year brings newness, health, happiness, wealth, prosperity and everything. Today is the first Tuesday of 2026 and we are going to begin with one of the most current topic where people are looking forward for it. And there's a lot happening in the world based out of that. Before I begin, just want to check, Zoom में कोई है जिनको इंग्लिश समझ में नहीं आता है, हिंदी ही चाहिए? कोई ऐसा है जिनको हिंदी चाहिए तो हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन है. Okay. Yeah. So connecting back to the today's topic, being human in an AI age. If we go out and meet anyone, maybe a small child, grown up, or an old person, definitely we will hear few of the words today. AI, ChatGPT, slick disk, what all this is about. So let's reflect on to that today. And before I begin, I just want to say that today's topic is nothing to reject the technology, but it is about be pro about human being aware about human. So with that awareness, we are going to go ahead with this topic. And if possible, let's sit with a paper and a pen, because in between we are going to do few of the reflection. You may take the paper pen, it's there at the back. And let's first take this question or ask this thing to ourselves. How did I felt when there was no digital technology? How was my world, or how did I felt when there was no digital technology? First thing to reflect. And the second thing to reflect on too, how am I feeling right now with AI in this AI world? If you don't know what is AI, AI stands for Artificial Intelligence. We will get into the depth of it, what does it mean. But who knows about it? Let's reflect on these two questions. One is, how did I feel when there was no digital technology? How was my world? Secondly, how I am feeling right now in AI world. I'll give 1 minute and then we'll open up this. What do you think, brother?
Before it was so peaceful and joy.
Peaceful and joy was there when there was no digital technology. Okay. And how are you feeling now with the AI world?
Now more informative, awareness is there, but lot of stress, lot of information.
Lot of information, but there is a stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
Confusion.
There is a confusion. Okay. Okay. Right. As the world...
Stress.
Yes. Someone is sharing on the Zoom?
Stress.
Crisp. Okay. Yes. So, as the word says, artificial intelligence, there is an intelligence. Intelligence is what? Is the way how I react to something or how skillfully I can take care of something, right? That is about the intelligence. But there comes artificial intelligence, meaning intelligence is there, but it is not by itself. If we talk about a human being and intelligence, we say human beings are intelligent enough. That means they have the capability to deal with the situation, to do something creative and whatnot, right? But when comes artificial intelligence, it is the intelligence which has been trained, which is like a machine, which is trained to do something. And what it is going to do? It will just do whatever it is trained to do it, right? Say for example, many of you might be using robo vacuum cleaner at your home. What does it do? When you turn it on, it will try to find out the area and it will go and it will clean up. But does it know that few location I don't have to enter? Or does it know that any point I have to stop doing it? No, it just continues for the time that you have set up with the speed that we have set up, right? So, artificial intelligence is what? It is something that has been trained based on the knowledge. Yes, definitely. When it comes to human being also, when the child is born, the child doesn't know how to do, what to do. But what it does, when it grows, when the child grows, it learns from the surrounding. It learns from the parent, it learns from the school environment and whatnot. And based on this, what it observes, it starts learning, applying, and then the creativity comes out. Few years back, there used to be 3 different words which was very much famous. You might have heard about it. One word which used to be IQ, intelligent quotient. Then came EQ, emotional quotient. Then came SQ, spiritual quotient. And that words evaluated by the time. So in the beginning, it used to be, the people used to say that a person can get hired in any organization if that person has high IQ, meaning intelligent quotient. How well you can tackle the situation that has been derived by a formula which has a particular numbers. So if my IQ is higher than that number, okay, I will get hired in the organization because I have that skill set. But after a while, what came into the picture is EQ, emotional quotient. They said with IQ, you need to have EQ, meaning, yes, you have a good talent, you can resolve the issues, everything. But if you don't have emotions, you cannot survive here. Meaning, with knowledge, what is needed is emotions are needed, feelings are needed. Okay. After a while, what happened? It said that, yeah, you have to have IQ, you have to have EQ, but if you don't have spiritual sense, now what does it mean by spiritual sense? It is not something praying or religion, but it is about being as an human being with a greater awareness. That means the situation comes, we have the solution to the situation, but after that, what is that? Yes, I have some feelings related to that, But I need to have a control on my emotion. I need to have a control on my feelings. And that's where the spiritual quotient came into the picture. So people used to get hired when they have high IQ, EQ, and SQ. But today, when we go out, especially in the IT world, information technology, everywhere we hear this common word. What is that? AI. That means even though I am being an human being, I need to know the artificial intelligence. Does it make any sense? How it is related and why people in the world are asking for AI. Last week, we had a small gathering at my workplace and we had just opened up this topic about AI. And in that topic, what I came to know from everyone, one common aspect that each one of them were sharing. And the aspect is about there is a big fear in individual one. So is AI bringing fear? Or is AI making my life easier? What do you think? What do you think? Is AI making my life easier? Easier. But does it create a fear? What do you think? Little
Yes, it
bit.
creates.
Insecurity. People say that we don't know that is this AI is taking away our jobs? I was just going through few of the statistics that were got published last week. In the year of 2024, big companies like Facebook, Meta, Amazon, Walmart, they laid off people more than 20%. End of 2025, the percentage increased. Why this happened? The answer from them was, what work was carried out by 20 people, now AI is taking over, can be done with 5 people, so they don't need us. Now who developed this AI? Human being, right? Why human being did? To make the life easy. Now think about it. Do you think the life is easy? Definitely. Press the button, things will be available, right? Program it for something, it will be ready. But where are those feelings? Where is that love? Last week, I received one small clip on WhatsApp. It was very funny, but kind of an eye-opener. Since it was in the mother tongue, I am not sharing the video, but I would like to share the essence of that video. And that video is about 8-year child. The child was very hungry. Now, didn't find anyone at home. He picks up the mobile phone, opens the ChatGPT and asks the question. Hey ChatGPT, I am hungry. What can I do? ChatGPT says, eat fruits, salad, you will be healthy. The little boy says, I don't like salad and fruit. Can you suggest something else? The response was, okay, you can have Mexican bhel, you can have pav bhaji, you can have dosa. Child says, where can I find this? How can I eat this? The response is a list of restaurants. Child asked GPT, I don't have money to go to restaurant. What can I do? Response was, you can prepare Maggie, you can prepare khichdi, and so. The response was, child say, I don't like either of this item. Okay, you go out and eat. I don't have money to go out. Response is, okay, nearby these are the places which are like a temple where you can go and find the food. Child says, I don't have vehicle to go there. Okay, then what shall I do? He says, the ChatGPT replies, okay, you can prepare the small items at home. The response was, nobody allows me to go into the kitchen. Now, ChatGPT is fully confused. No money, can't prepare, can't go. What to do? The final answer to the child on the ChatGPT was, drink water and sleep. Is this what the answer expected? If it is mother or someone relative, immediately will say, don't worry beta, I will make it for you and somebody will come and feed you. Can ChatGPT feed you? No. It will only give us the answers, but it will not give us the real thing that I am looking for. If I go and ask, I want to write an apologize email to someone or apologizing text message to someone, it will compose in a very well way. But does it has an emotion in it? No. Only human being can have emotions. We see animals around us. What is the difference between human being and an animal? Why they are animal? Why they are living outside? And why we have our home to live and we live in a family? What is the difference between human being and an animal? What do you think? Is there a difference?
Human being can think, animal cannot think.
Exactly. Human being can think, animal cannot think. Human being has the capacity to think. Each and individual one, being a light, has the three main faculty: mind, intellect, and sanskar. Mind is the faculty through which human being thinks, can create a creative thought, and the mind has the biggest power by which in a fraction of second, even though physically I am sitting here, I can fly to anywhere, any part of the world, right? Can animal do that? No. Can machine do that? No. It's only human being who can think and can do whatever that human being wants to achieve. Second thing comes as an intellect. Intellect is said to be the decision making power, right? We have received really good intellect by which we can make right decisions in a right situation. Can AI, can machine make a decision? Nope. To make a decision, it needs a data to be fed, right? If you see the history, how the AI evaluate or how the machine learning came, word itself it says that machine learning, machines have been learnt by what? The experience of human being, the data that has been fed to it, right? But for us as a human being, we have experience of so many births, right? And that is why we see today there are few little ones, right? 3 years, 5 years old. They play nice tabla. They sing very well. How did it happen? From where did they got all this speciality? It is the skills that they had in the previous birth, right? So human being carries a valuable experience birth after birth after birth. And based on those experiences, human being takes a decision, right? To decide over, we need experience, right? And that is why when we have to take any big decisions in our life, where do we go? We go to our seniors, right? We go to our parents, we go to our grandparents. Why? Because they are experience of it. And through their experience, they allow us to make a right decision. Machines cannot do that, right? If we program it for some time, it will continue running till it has the timer set. But as a human being, if I am thinking, if I am doing something, and if I want to pause in between, I could pause it. Machine cannot do it. So human being has an awareness about who am I, what I am doing, what decisions I can make it, right? So that's where human being plays a very good role in this AI world. What AI cannot do, that human being can do it. So if anyone has the fear that AI is going to take away my job or AI is going to replace human being, please not to have that fear. Because what capacity that I have, that machine cannot do it. Simple thing. Today we have electricity. Because of that electricity, the machine can run. But if there is no power, can that machine run? No. Right? Even though there is no electricity, but still my thinking process continues. Whatever I am doing, I can do it, right? That means I am not operated by any external force, any external influences. While AI is completely dependent on external things, material thing, which is going to get over at any point, right? Internet connection. Think about the time. If there is no internet connection for 5 minutes in the house, what happens? Our life seems to be miserable, right? So how much dependent we are on the technology. And who developed that technology? We are only. So what we did, we only spoiled our life. So this is the time that now let me sit back, think about it. What did I give to the world and what did I took it back to myself? What is my outer world and what is my inner world, right? My inner world is much more bigger than the outer world. But so far, my eyes were only facing towards outer world. And that is why that fear is there, right? So we need to overcome that by going inside in my inner world. And as I was mentioning about the 3 different entity as an being has, mind, intellect, and the third important is sanskar, impression, right? As I said, birth after birth, we are carry forwarding that one. And those sanskar help us. And sanskar get triggered from our habits. Whatever thing we keep doing continuously, firstly it becomes a habit and then it becomes my sanskar. As we are training the machine to take care of something, as a being, I have to train my sanskar that what I want to do it, right? Sometimes we say that, you know what, I don't like to be angry or I don't like to be frustrated. But what happened? The situation made me to be angry or frustrated. Or it is my natural behavior or it's my natural way of reacting. And that's why I did. That means, how did it become natural? I have trained myself like that to happen, right? But now, let's go inside and train ourselves instead of responding, reacting. How I'm going to do it? What will happen, right? So when we pause, what happens? We are able to see what is happening inside, which machines cannot do. Even if you pause the button, it doesn't understand anything. It will restart from where it was, right? So it's not that I am trying to deny using of the technology. We do use technology, but with a greater awareness that how I am going to use it. I'm not saying that stop using all this thing. Use it. It's okay. Also, I saw that when I was looking at the stats, that in 2025, AI came with a very fast speed and different domains in the industry. What happened? It said that the work of 9 days got done in 5 minutes. Think about it. 9 days work in 5 minutes. That means definitely it has saved my lot of time. But on the other side, what happened? Now my work is done, which I was supposed to do in 9 days. What I'm going to do with my time? I'll spend in doing different things, right? If I'm using the time in a worthwhile way, good, fair enough. And if I'm not using, today the biggest challenge in the world is, how do I spend my time? We just turn on the TV, keep watching Netflix, and then what? Night. While watching itself, I'll go to sleep. That means what kind of input that I have fed to my mind is not a good. It is just I am observing, because through this physical eyes, whatever I am observing, it is all going inside in this mind. Consider this mind as a live machine, which I am going to train it, right? That is a physical machine which get trained by algorithms and data and whatnot. But this mind, it gets trained by what? What it is watching outside through the physical eye, what it is listening through the ear from the outside world, and what it is feeling through the heart, right? The heart is said to be having the feelings, right? So all emotions, feelings, and all gets created, and that has been fed to my machine. And now this machine is going to pre-process inside, and based on all different input, it is going to bring the things outside. How my words comes out, how my thoughts are coming, how I'm doing any action, it is all what is happening inside my mind, right? So with this, I just want to share a few thoughts about it. Is AI definitely, I will say, has made my life easier, but do not allow AI to that extent that my life enters into autopilot mode, right? What I have to do is, I have to become more conscious or more aware about myself before using any technology. Mobile phone. Good to use it. It brings the world closer. But at the same time, I have seen in the house parents messaging children, 9 o'clock, your dinner will be ready, come and eat. I will be taking care of this thing. Washing machine, I have turned on. It will send you the message when it is done. Take care of it. What is this? Yeah, technology is there to make my life easy. But am I coming closer to my family? I remember the time when I used to be with my parents. We used to have at least one meal together in the day. Even though it is late, we'll make sure that we want to have one meal together to give the family feeling. It is the family time, sit together, share the feelings. Now what is happening? Meal time, everyone is at their place. Either the TV is on or something else is going on, right? So let's go back to the world where we have originated actually. That is why I begin the session with asking the question, think about the time when there was no digital technology and how I felt. The answer was very peaceful, right? Today we make use of AI, but if algorithm fails, my outcome will be way different than what is expected, right? Now my mind is at peace or distress? Completely distress. So technology is running over me. Technology is to make my life easy, not miserable, right? So that is why I said this is not to reject technology, accept it, right? AI can make my future work easy, but with an human conscious awareness, my future world will be easy and better. Does it make sense? Right? So let's get into the experience of it. And if you have any question or would like to share anything, we can take after the meditation. Sit comfortably, back straight. If you can keep your eyes open, that will be great. And now take 3 deep breath in and out. Om Shanti. For some time, let me disconnect myself from the outer world, the world of machines, data, files, algorithms, programming, and let me be in my original self awareness. Focus in the middle of the forehead and look at that shining star, a point of light. I am a being, a light residing in this body, in the middle of forehead. The body made of 5 elements. It's like an instrument. It plays well when there is a being inside. I am a sparkling light with my 3 faculties: mind, intellect, and impression. Through this mind, I create beautiful thoughts, I have the power to visualize. Through this mind, with these thoughts, I have the power to go anywhere at any time and be there for how long I want. When I create positive, elevated thoughts, I, the being, gets energy, becomes more powerful. Through this mind, I am able to send good wishes to whosoever I want. I can share blessings with others. As a being, I have intellect which allows me to take a right decision at right moment. I can judge what is right and what is wrong. And when I perform the actions again and again, it becomes my sanskar, impression. As a human being, I have the power to transform my impressions, to change my habits, to learn and unlearn. And I can easily experience and feel the matters. I can be compassionate for others, have empathy and sympathy. And with this great awareness, I can connect to the divine source. As a human being, I have the extra capability to know, to understand, and to experience the divine power. As I am point of light, my Father is also a point of light. but He is ocean, ocean of love, ocean of peace, ocean of happiness. When I truly understand Him and connect to Him, I can experience His unconditional love. I can experience super sensuous joy. I can deep dive into ocean of peace. And with His divine power, He, the bestower of divine intellect, He changes my intellect. He purifies my intellect. Makes it clean and clear. So that my mind can only see the speciality of the others. Not to get influenced by situation or the old sanskars of anyone. And I start imbibing His divine qualities. As a human being, I am so fortunate that I am able to connect myself to the Supreme and experience Him. Now let me come back in this body, in the middle of forehead, with the great awareness that I am a powerful being, not a machine. I can pause, I can reflect, I can experience, I can feel. So fortunate to be a human being. Now when I get back in the world of action, I will use the AI or the technology. But before using to it, let me bring back that awareness that I, the soul, the being, is most powerful than anything else. And I am the one who is going to use it. Not the technology or AI is going to rule me. Let's get back in the world of action with this greater awareness. Om Shanti.
Everybody wants, every one of us needs. I go in get what I want, to reach what I need. Tonight, on the top of the mountain, my troubles so small, I reach so high to embrace it all. On the top of the mountain, my troubles so small, I reach so high to embrace it all. Embrace it all. Tonight,
I hope the session has helped you little bit understand. And if anyone has question, you can ask now. Good. Okay. Om Shanti. Have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.